there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Red Raiders offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
From the gun, give on the inside. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Red Raiders get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Quick completion to the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Hudson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's West. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. And so nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's West. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the right. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The run game is good. The balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hammond. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. So TCU's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Caught near the sticks. It's James. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
They'll run it from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He's got it on the move. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Texas Tech, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's James. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The quick out. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They are up by 21 over Rutgers. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Might be calling a hot route. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. Touchdown, TCU! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away to...
Going deep. Makes the grab at the 30. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Red Raider.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's small. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. They're working that left side. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The give on the option. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to barge in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And in that situation, the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a second down play. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's small. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where...
Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game, so I like when offenses commit to the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Boston College. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gives it on the option. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Breaks into the open. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the air, it's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback
throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming right at the pick.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He might want another play. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, running back on the move. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll run the sneak for him. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They're testing the right side here. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's McDaniel. Throwing right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
TCU.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Set to kick this one away.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's McDaniel. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea.
He's going up top. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, It falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.